Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 hour to make the best game ever. Good, so was Greptile happy with this one? Yeah. Success. Looks smudged. Yeah. So last session we did do some improvements to the smudge effects, yeah. And yeah. So we have the issue that the smudge effect keeps on rendering at a odd position. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? That's a great mystery. Do we write to the smudge somehow here? Smudge. Can we make it const? Let's see. Const. No. Do we have a const version of this? We do. Let's do this const. Aha. So this one is written here. Okay. Interesting. So it is being written. Now, what does that mean for us? If this is written. Position. That's your V. Offset. Okay. Okay, I still don't understand where this problem would occur. Let's remove the const again. Yeah. Maybe it helps if we put a breakpoint here. So the offset is now set to 0. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay. Hmm. 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 So the smudge is here, right? It's rendered over the command center. Why? Why is this not bound to this position here? Why is this bound to the screen space? That I don't understand. How's that happening? View. Get view space center. Transform vector. We have view and we have pause. Pause. View. What is view? View matrix. Gets a view matrix from the camera. Okay. Get view space center. View space. Hmm. Hmm. I have the impression that I was here, but I don't quite understand why. If the smudge is at this world position, and this must be a world position, right? Here takes the position of the particle. Yeah. So that's fine. Then we have this offset here. Hmm. Hmm. Particles. So position, piece size, position, piece size. Position, piece size. Smudge. Get view space center. What does this do? Transform vector. Out. Transform vector. A in out. So the out, yeah, in A. Okay, so yeah, okay. So we rotate and move the vector by this matrix. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks like it's just a rotation matrix, right? Yeah. So we just rotate this. No, we don't rotate. This one just rotates. Huh. Okay. View. So view matrix. I don't understand the problem here. Why is this so weirdly positioned? This MPOS, do we write this MPOS? I don't think so. This one should be stable, right? We do write this one. This one. Yeah. View space center. Get view space center. Get view space center. Get view space center. Get view space center. Okay. Oh, man, why is it not working? We need to understand the cause of the issue. Right now, I don't see where this is coming from. The position of the word of the particle is just a word position. View space center. Let me take a look at what other places do with the view matrix. Like the snow, for example. View. Snow center. Doing similar work. Okay, so both is smudge and this one use it. What about the projection matrix? Projection. Okay, I think this would be a good task actually to ask an AI agent for his opinion. It's probably something AI can identify. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what the problem here is. It's something here with those positions. Something I don't know what, and I don't know how to find out. We have an innocent position, which is transformed here by a view. But I mean, it works in principle, but it doesn't work when we move the camera. Why not? Why not? When we move the camera, like this stuff here, it should still update correctly, right? Ah. No. What do we call the reset draw? Let's see. Right. Yeah. Center vertex outside the for loop. The center vertex outside the for loop, because it is different. The center vertex outside. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Position plus offset. Oh man, what could be the problem here? Hmm. View space center. View smudge MPOS. View MPOS. View transform. Set. It's a world pause. Why is this sticking to a specific part of the view? I don't know. It's like there's something in the smudge. Position of the smudge center. It's just a particle position. This one is a random value. Size and alpha. There's nothing suspicious here. There's a reset draw. That's fine. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Get view space center. Transform vector. View space center. View matrix. Matrix. View space. Verts. Center vertex. Yeah. Text clamp. Verts UV. Smudge vertex. What about that? Position. Word space position UV coordinates. Word space. Verts. Position. So this is view space, vertices, this is screen space, vertices. Yeah. Verts. View space. Yeah. VS verts. Projection. I mean, this code, this logic here, it works correctly for drawing the vertices at the right locations. It just happens to not work correctly when we scroll away, as if there's some stale data left. But how? If we update this every render frame, then there's nothing to worry about. Or is this not updated every render frame? Let me see. Core stack. It is draw. It goes through draw. Rendering. Game client updates. Yeah. This one is every render frame. So what is the problem here? Gets a fresh view matrix, fresh projection matrix. Everything is fresh. We get this shit. Everything is fresh. I wonder if this offset here this offset we should not overwrite, right? So let me do a vector 2 offsets. make a copy of this shit. That's so. Put that here. So we have offset, and then basically we do here this or that, this or that, this, and this. So here we need to say offset x and offset y, offset x, offset y. Okay. No, I don't think that will fix anything, but I think that's the right thing to do. Yeah. Let's test it anyway. It's really a tricky situation. I don't understand why the position becomes stale in a logic frame. Why is that? It's very weird. So. Okay. So let's pause it. Oh, now the issue is resolved. Huh. Okay. Aha. Aha. So previously it took the offset here. Huh. So somehow modifying this offset value did cause this issue. Okay. I don't understand why, but that if that fixes the issue, I'm not complaining. I really don't understand why it fixes it. But that looks good now. Cool. Okay. That's much appreciated. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 That's really nice. I like that. Okay, looks like the rendering is now perfectly decoupled. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Okay, cool. Then Then we can clean this up. So we have this offset here, blah, blah, blah. I still would like to make it now const to avoid writing into it. But no, we have to write into it. It writes into the vertices. Aha. I see. It writes into the vertices. But can we still make it const? Or not? We can't. No. Now this one needs to be writable so that this can be accessed as non-const. Okay. Well then, we'll leave it. Yeah. Okay. Offset words. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, great. As far as I can tell, this all works well. Yeah, I may build some more of these microwave tanks. Let's spread them around a little bit here on the map. Okay. Okay, cool. Then let's clean this change up. So we have final, blah, blah, override, okay. Smudge. Position. I would say we reset these two lines here because we didn't actually modify them. So identifier. Let's say custom identifier custom ID to identify this smudge. Maybe we say how about we say here type def identifier. Identifier. Maybe just call it ID. ID. Or maybe smudge ID. Identifier is okay. Number or pointer to identify this much. Smudge identifier. Smudge. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's a little bit cleaner. Then we also do it here, identifier. Okay, identifier. Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Then we have that. The next, where we have identifier, smudge, particle sense, yeah. Opacity, okay. So now we can clean up the logic in here, I think. So we delete, what do we delete? The smudge count, I think we can still keep, right? Yeah, I don't think we need to remove that. We do need to remove the reset. Yeah, but we can keep this one. So smudge manager. What we can do here as well is smudge reset draw. Let's put it here. Let's do a const bool use smudge. Use smudge. Use smudge. Let me do that. Then we say if use smudge, then we take this guy and then we also take this guy. And then here we do use smudge. We can do continue. Then here we use smudge. Maybe we say draw smudge. Okay. Then we take this guy and then we put that here with the smudge count is 0. 0. Okay. Then we remove this here and this, and then we remove this here, and then we keep this here. Yeah. Visible smudge count. I think this one goes in here. Yeah. It's a bit weird that this is set from the outside. Yeah. That's a bit weird. But okay, we keep it for now. Yeah, I think this would be better if this smudge manager itself would set this, right? Like why is this set from the outside? What is this bullshit? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Here, if not count 0. So I think what we can do here is smudge. Here, use smudge count last frame. Then we put that here, 0. Yeah. Now this count is here. Count. Then I think here we simply say here count last frame equals count. That's it. Then we can also remove this here again. Smudge is count last frame. And then we don't need this function here. Yeah. And then we can remove. Then we can remove this and this and this and this, right? Let's see if that compiles. Okay, cool. Then we delete this here. Then we also delete that. And then we delete this. And then this. There we go. Draw smudge. Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. I think we are good to go. Yeah. I think everything looks clean here. No. No, not yet. This one. Here, remove this here. Get hardware support. Test hardware support. Oh. Get hardware support. Why did I add this here? Is that even needed as a virtual? See. Nope. Okay, I have no idea why I did that. Let's revert it. Okay, so smudge. We have added an identifier, a number pointer to identify the smudge. Reset draw, okay. Identifier. Hash map. Reset draw. Find smudge. How about here? How about we move this function down here? Move smudge that, find smudge. I would like so. Find smudge from any smudge set. smudge from any smudge set. And this one does I think it resets with all smudges. Whether the smudge resets. Smudges need to be drawn. This one will and return a new smudge set. Return a new smudge set. Remove the given smudge set. Remove and invalidate the given smudge set. This function is never called, right? Yeah. Maybe we just remove this function. Because reset. Because removing this here, I'm inclined to say that we also remove this here. Yeah. And if we reset this here, then well, we could keep it. Let's keep it. No need to remove it. Probably want to make it pass a pointer, maybe, for consistency's sake. Set. Smudge set. Okay, I think that's fair enough. add and return a smudge to the set with the given identifier. Okay, then here we can also do this smudge, remove smudge from set. Remove smudge from remove and invalidate the given smudge. Find the smudge with the given identifier. That belongs to this identifier. Okay. Maybe what we should do here is pass it as ref. Maybe that's a bit better. And then we say, yeah, well, we just do ref like this. Okay. Is this ever used? Nope. Is this ever used? Nope. Yeah, okay. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that looks good. Maybe we did a bit too much touchings here in this file, but I think it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. We can probably revert touching this line. Yeah. Smudge. It's probably better to do it like that. Good. I think that looks fine. We can probably reset this here. Yeah, I would like to keep the reflectors away. Remove smudge. Happy race. Yeah. Good. I will take a break here and then let's finalize it in the next session. Yeah. And I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.